We are streaming and we are live. Welcome to Glider Guy Ben's, what are we, Tuesday night race channel with Microsoft Flight Sim.
Hello Ben, hello Neva. Great.
Hey, hey buddy, how you going, mate?
Oh, tired mate. It's been a long one.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to see you when I saw the post of you up at Wiggins.
I know. I haven't even had dinner yet. I thought I'll jump on. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last, but I'll do my best.
Okay. All good.
How you been? Good?
Mate, I've been really good. We had a cracking New Year.
Great.
Had some friends over and cooked up a storm and ate and drank. Probably too much.
Yeah, I know. We all did that. So that's what you do.
That's exactly what you do. Rightio.
Hello, Brett's here.
Hey, Brett, how you going, mate? Happy New Year.
Good.
All right. So what's the plan? We're going to run this triangle, or
take a glider, follow the task.
Yeah.
So
that's right. I'm already at 5,500.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm launching now.
I'll go and start.
Yep. Make sure that you try and start as high and as fast as possible.
Okay, I'll get up a bit higher.
What's the limit?
6,000, yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
I'll did you set the thermals up then? Because I'm actually just going over the top of the airport, round and round. I'm climbing.
Oh, okay. It's a weather preset that seems to have thermals, and they work okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's working well.
Actually, over the start, it's actually hard to get down to 6,000, and then there's a long distances to the next ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've got to really hit the start at 6,000 or just under. No rich soaring around here, that's for sure.
No, I'm trying to multitask at the moment.
Server are we on, folks? Southeast Asia still?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet.
There's you, Neva. I can see you off to my right.
I can see Glider Guy Ben in the sky.
Trying to set up my XC saw whilst I'm flying.
I'm trying to find my gin and tonic in my VR headset.
All right, I'm at 5,920. I'm going for it.
Awesome. Ideally, you'd want to get to about 6,200 and then hit the start gate just under 6,000, close to V&E.
Yeah.
And then when you get through, obviously you can exchange some of that speed for height.
Yeah. Good plan. I popped into the soaring club on my way home today too.
Mangrove?
Yeah, they were flying. I saw Graham.
Oh, good.
And he was in the domain, and he said, "Oh, are you going to come up?" And I said, "Can you fit me in?" He said, "Not for later on the Saturday." And I said, "Well, I won't be here." They had a couple of gliders going up, so it's good.
Yeah, good.
I'm taking your advice, Ben. I'm at 130 knots.
Awesome.
5,900 feet.
Okay.
Task started.
Woohoo.
You're off.
Unbelievable.
All right. Unbelievable.
See what I did there?
Yeah, it's an old nickname. I used to get Umby all the time. I'm a bit confused about the flaps. So you do the negative ones when you want to glide. Is that the go?
So the faster you go, the more negative flap you put in. So once you're over about 90 knots, you should be at -2.
Yeah.
And basically leave it there. When you're getting into thermal, normally back to T1, sometimes T2.
What's A?
Just you
Typically auto tow or aero tow.
Yeah. Aero tow, that's right.
You take off. Yeah.
Because when I spawned on the runway, it has me at -2.
Yeah, which is not good. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you're still taking off.
Yeah. A for takeoff is best.
And trim down as well to get the speed.
Oh, yeah.
Nose down attitude, yeah.
The other thing is the little green thing on the Vario. Is that something to do with speed to fly? The little green thing that goes up and down?
I'm not
Thing
flying
from
the
McCready?
I'm not flying the AS33 tonight.
Oh no.
So you've got to start again now.
No. I'm handicapping myself in the discus.
He's going to play
Ah.
discus games.
Yeah,
so we've all
exactly.
got to go around the outer.
Yeah. Now to give you to make it sure it was fair, I flew it the task in the 33, and then I flew it in the LS4. And in the 33, I was an hour and 15, and in the LS4, I was an hour and 16. So I think it's a reasonably fair handicap. The discus should actually do better because it's an 18 meter, not a 15 meter. Let's see how we go.
So what sort of average speed should I be looking at to maintain reasonable height?
So I think there's a thermal shortly after starting. Take that all the way up to cloud base, which is
Yeah.
about 10,000 feet. And then I
Yeah.
would sit on around 80 knots. You'd be tempted to sit on 90 or more, but you'll need your height for the back half of the circuit.
Okay.
I think that's what I did wrong in my practice runs. Go too fast.
You know how to use the motor, Neva? That's
Yeah,
cheating.
but it's no fun, you know.
I
I've done
know, I know.
Outland.
Yeah.
And so imagine someone's coming in a trailer and I've got to sit there for ever.
Pull a beer out of the back.
Either that or you land in a paddock that's got a winch in it and you relaunch.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
This is not a bad thermal. This is giving me 6 knots average. But the one that's
That is-
closer to the start line is about 8 or 9 knots, I think, on the far edge of it. But
It's not
I kind
bad.
of missed the one that I got last time. I didn't get, so I'm hoping there's one up here.
What sort of speed are you doing, Neva?
85 at the moment.
Okay.
Just in zeros.
You're holding your elevation pretty good at that speed.
Yeah, I'm getting it like a 90-to-1 glide ratio at the moment.
That's good.
Oh, here we go. I think I'm just about to hit something. That's
alright. That's high enough.
Do these clouds, is there likely to be thermals under them at the moment
Yeah.
or not?
Yes.
There is. Okay. Fantastic.
Get under it. Get under it.
Yeah, I've got one in front of me. I'm just losing a bit too much at the moment.
Okay, task started.
Okay, guys, I've got like about a 1 meter per second climb here at the moment. It's not great.
Okay, if you keep going to the far side of that cloud, I think that's from memory where the strongest lift was in that thermal.
Okay. It's just quite different to the other 2 times I flew it though. So I wonder how random it is.
Not that random. The clouds look similar.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
I think I did it on different days, like January 1 and then January 2.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a difference. Because I remember I got like 1,000 up to 10,000 feet.
Yeah, okay.
It's amazing. So it's common to loop these thermals,
To what them?
to circle them rather than just fly through them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Well, this is better.
Oh, you're flying up now. You're going up really nice.
Yeah, about 500-600 foot per minute at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you put the flaps.
Flaps back will make your thermal better. It'll help you get the speed back.
Ah, that's nice.
So the Sailplane Grand Prix is happening this week as we speak at Gawler, where we're flying. They're doing a live stream of the race, which is not video, but they're just broadcasting over a tracking of the gliders, which is really unexciting to watch. But the country looks very similar.
Flat.
It is flat, although it's climbing steadily.
Needs a bit of rain. It's very brown. Oh, gee, I've got a good thermal here. 3.5.
Is that
Are you in knots or meters or?
What am I in?
So did
I'm
you?
in meters per second.
Yeah, okay, 3.5's good.
Yeah.
I got 5.2 meters here.
Wow, yeah, you're in the good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Now, keep in mind that the weather is not synchronized between all of us. Whilst the thermals are pretty static in this.
You can't really sort of use other people climbing as a reference.
You might do. I'm going to try. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I've been following Neva, and when you went up, now I'm going up. I'm doing, 4 now.
Well, that's nice.
So it's pretty consistent. I'm just a really tight circle here. Not just going to 1,000 feet.
About a 45-degree bank, mate.
Yeah.
Which way are you thermaling, Neva?
To the right-hand turns.
Clockwise.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
What speed? I can't really slow this thing down slower than about 65. Like, it seems fast, but I got the trim all the way back, put them back on the stick.
That's about right.
Yeah, what you can do is level the wings a little bit, and then when you're pulling back on the stick, it'll not have such a steep turn, and that'll wash off some of the speed until you're comfortable again, and then you can hook it back in.
Yeah, but I'm going up fast.
Well, if you're going up fast, then it doesn't matter. Stop your engine.
Yeah.
Stop complaining.
I'm just surprised how fast. I don't know. I've never flown anything like this in real life. Obviously, I'm just surprised how fast it goes.
Yeah, so it's probably a bit fast for thermaling speed, even fully laden.
So if we're thermaling, we should be on T2 because T2 is for full ballast in the AS33.
Oh, base looks like it's just around 10,000. I don't really want to fly in the clouds, so I'll head off. I got 10,700 for base.
That's
amazing.
Pretty good.
I've just got up to 7.2.
Now I've got cloud suck.
That sucks.
All right, I'm in the thermal and climbing.
See if you can pull up and pop out the edge of it. That's always nice.
I'm doing 5 now. That's amazing.
Beautiful looking sky. I'd be very happy if I was out and about in these conditions.
Sure would. Don't be
On
deceived.
the times I practiced, I thought, it's going to be cranking, and so I just flew fast thinking I'd get another one of these, but there were no more.
No.
Oh.
Thought we had another couple of gliders joining us, but we don't. What have we got? An L19 and an A320?
Yeah, that's not going to
Just
glide
hit-
too well.
12,000 feet, just coming out through the cloud.
Yeah, there you are. Wow,
That's awesome.
Nice.
that's amazing. I'm just going up to 9,000. That's a fantastic ride.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I think I'm getting the hang of this gliding shit, Ben.
Awesome. Mate, it's not that hard, especially when you've had so many hours flying power.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's good fun.
It's heaps of fun. Especially, you can just do it in your living room or your office or wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm averaging around 5 in the climb. It's incredible. Oh, there you go. You're right below me.
Yep.
Ben?
Yeah, I thought I saw you going up, so I thought I'd jump in.
Yeah.
Oh, so the thermals are in the same spot?
Yeah, more or less.
You're right
Yeah.
below me. You're
Oh, that's
you're 1,000
awesome.
foot below me. It's incredible. I'm going to do one more. I've just reached 10,000. I'll do one more orbit and then I'll.
Yeah, you'll keep getting some
Get
good
back on
cloud suck
track.
all the way on the way out as well.
Yeah, yeah. just about to go through this cloud.
Now, if I drop out and disappear, I've been having internet connectivity issues all week. That'll be why. Oh, that's some good lift.
That's amazing lifts. That's phenomenal.
I'm glad you pointed out that those default gliders, it's them, not me. Because every time I was trying to thermal them, I just kept falling out of the thermal.
Yeah, did my head in too. It's a shame because otherwise they'd be nice gliders.
So if I'm flying at about 85, should I be on flaps -2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Would.
And trim down as well, so you get a little bit more speed.
Bit faster than 85, you reckon?
Well, I'm doing 86 at the moment and not losing that much height.
Knots or k's per hour? Be knots, right? It
I'm
would
in
be.
knots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in knots, yeah.
Yeah, about 80 to 85 knots. But, you know, of course, you come across areas where you just sink a little bit more and then you'll iron it out.
And Neva's still over 10,000 feet.
Yeah, I've had a lucky run, but don't worry, it won't last.
It'll be interesting to see the difference between the flapped gliders and the discus.
I think I'm down to height skill level, mate.
Yeah, I think the last two legs, or the second and third leg, is where the flap glider should actually pull out a much bigger advantage.
What kind of headwind on this leg? Does that make a difference with flaps and without?
Not really, because it's all about your airspeed. You're trying to make the wings as efficient as possible by reducing drag at speed.
I would have thought that would make it a bit easier to punch upwind without losing so much height. Or doesn't it matter?
The glider doesn't.
You're not going to go any left.
Yeah, the glider doesn't know it's going upwind. It just knows about its total airspeed.
You're in a moving body of air.
Or becomes an LD question.
That's it. So you could, Neva, you could go and get the polar diagram for that glider and put the headwind on that, and then you shift your polar up or down according to the headwind or tailwind, and that will show you what it's doing to your speed, which is something I've never bothered with because that's why we have glide computers.
I just, like, in a hang glider, it's very horrible trying to fly across country up into wind, you know, because you get blown back almost as far as you've glided when
Yep.
you're climbing the NH thermal, you know. So it takes forever.
My YouTube feed is now littered with paragliding accidents. You watch a couple of videos and now it's just full of them.
Yeah, this YouTube algorithm's got a lot to answer for, I reckon.
Yep. Now, Greg, you're very low, mate. Not, well, I say
Yeah,
very low. You're at
well-
9,500 feet, but
You know, I just forgot to put my gear up.
oh, rookie error.
So that made a little bit of a cock up, I think. Don't worry, mate. I'll put the engine on in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I?
No.
I guess if you're close enough, you could probably see it, couldn't you?
Yeah. Normally when you're flying in a gaggle, someone will point it out, but we don't have that many people at the moment. Oh, and I forgot to start my sky dolly. Damn it.
Yeah, I've dropped 400 feet. I still got good lift with the gear down. I don't think it made it that much.
No, when you're thermaling, not so much. I think the drag it would be producing at speed
Drag.
would be an issue
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
So Ben, what I did at this turn point last time was went right over to that airport, and I was right above it, and then turned. Is that the go? That's the dot on the.
You have to basically go on the outside of the triangle.
Oh, you got to go around the outside of the point.
Yes. So
Yeah. Okay.
you keep the point on your right wing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Where I'm going to just tag the cylinder at Baklava. Baklava.
Isn't it balaclava?
It is, but I love baklava.
It's a nice dessert, isn't it?
I've hit the, like it's said waypoint too, but I've got to go to this.
You've got to go to the centre of it, that's right.
The center of it, yeah.
Yep. What are you flying, Brett? The AS?
I'm in the 33, yeah,
Yeah,
and I've just left the thermal.
right. The when I did this task in the LS4, the LS4's got quite a handy speed to fly switch on the Vario. So once you've set your McCready and you flick the switch over to speed to fly, the Vario needle actually shows you how far above or below the optimum speed is based on the air you're flying through, which is pretty cool. I don't know that the other gliders do that terribly well.
I think that might be that green needle that I was asking you about. There's some green thing that moves up and down.
Well, that
Yeah,
could be, yeah.
The blue one is the McCready set figure, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So I've got mine set on 2, which is
Probably go to
I've
3.
probably go 3. Yeah.
3 knots. not 3 meters per second, that would be a bit ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really done enough cross country in a glider to use McCready very well.
In hang gliders, it's more like you're going fast and like slow and plummeting, or even slower and not plummeting quite so much.
How big is a normal cross country flight in a hang glider?
It depends on where you are. Like a place like this, they would set a 200 kilometre task, but it would take, 4 hours or so, depending on the wind, But
Yeah.
usually they try to set tasks that will take the fastest people about 2 hours, and because it's not such a hassle to land out, they also try to pick tasks that only about 20% of people will actually make. So
20%, wow.
yeah, so most of the field won't actually get there, and then you get points for speed if you do get there.
You should get a bloody medal if you get there.
Usually they have beers in the field, so it's a motivator.
Good. Are you getting any thermals there, Neva, or just
Just
over
had-
there?
I've just had nothing since
Nothing,
that first climb, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The
Be clear above me.
the second leg, there's a few clouds that look like they could be producing, but you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything like the 9 and 10 knots you had on that first one.
Pretty sure I'm past it now.
Don't go too far past it. You can keep zooming in on your map just to make sure you just tag it.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that.
Okay.
Could have told her that 3 minutes ago and using it to his advantage, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, you've probably done this 10 times already, Ben.
Twice. Just the
That's
twice.
Yeah,
Well, because I was putting a handicap in, I had to make sure it was going to work.
yeah.
Turn point here.
You managed to stay the highest of them all too, Ben.
I'm just sitting on 80, 85. A little bit of dolphin flying as you get the pockets.
Beautiful scenery, isn't it?
If you like flat, dry brown.
Oh, it's not as good as the Alps, but it's different.
Yeah,
With the
agreed.
view to the ocean, mind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, look, it is. It's spectacular. You'll like next week. Next week, I set that task up this afternoon. It'll be a drag race in the mountains in Italy around Lake Como.
Lovely. I'm going to be in New Zealand, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I'm not really sounding jealous about that. You're flying or fishing? Or fly fishing?
No, just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah, I'd love to fish, but Robin's coming, so I can't fish.
Okay.
Can't fly.
Whereabouts you
It's gonna be
staying?
boring holiday, really, isn't it? No, we're going to be in Queenstown, so we're staying there for a week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice place in summer.
yeah. Hopefully it won't be too hot, but there's plenty to do there. Lots of little drives here and there.
I've just got a slow 1 meter per second climb right on the edge of the turn point radius thing.
So just pull your speed back a little bit when you're going through that. Just to
Well, that's
spend
what I did in the practice runs, and then I kept ending up 12 kilometers short of goal. So I thought this time I'm going to be slow and just
yeah.
top up.
Yep. Okay.
Because I remember in the practice I flew through this one thinking, oh, there'll be a better one, and there wasn't.
I think the two on my right here didn't work. The one I'm heading for, which is to the left of those other ones, I think did work. I flew around
Big
all
black
over the
one.
place. Yeah.
You're heading for that black one, yeah.
So Ben, did you run your Twitch stream or?
Yeah,
did
we're
you opt
live.
Not to.
No, we
Oh,
are
cool.
live and streaming.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. You are flying with Bravo Oscar X-Ray, and if you like box as much as me, then give me a like. I shouldn't say that, but anyway, we just did. There we go. It's the call sign of my glider.
What sort of glider you got, Ben?
Oh, the one in the game here.
Oh, right, okay.
At the moment, I just use the club gliders because they're so damn good.
Is that at Walkworth?
Yeah.
Go last week, like you were thinking.
Yeah, I did. It was a weird day. It looked like being promising, but there was a really heavy layer of inversion that sat in the valley at about top of 3,000 feet, and the thermals just really struggled to break through. So I took the DG 1001 up and had 30 or 40 minutes just scratching to try and get through the inversion layer, and I couldn't. And later on in the day, it did start to work if you got right over on the southern side of the mountain ranges. There was one of the guys that went and tagged 300k loop, but he, you know, he was down to 500 foot or 600 foot AGL over the mountains before he got away. I'm probably not willing to do that in a club glider.
No.
That you could see it. It's almost like this, actually. You know, when you look out to the horizon here, you can just see the layer of mist and shit. Yeah, it was like that. So once you got up to 3,000 feet was where the inversion sat. So there was nothing getting up above that.
I was up at Hunter Lookout this morning, and it's very much like that. It was really hazy out towards the range, you know.
Yep.
I used to jump off Hunter Lookout.
Did you?
Yeah, there's a launch. There's a couple of launches, hang gliding launches up there.
Oh, it's a lovely spot, especially in the morning. It's just really pretty.
Round the first corner at last.
Ooh. Expecting to see you come looming up in my mirrors anytime soon.
Wouldn't. Like, computer's still telling me I need 3,200 feet.
For final glide.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you work that out? Like, it tells me how much I need for the next waypoint, and then is the next.
If you use the dial on the bottom left to get more lines up, so you've got 2 lines, you can see the finish one as well.
Does that compute going around the next turn point?
So that doesn't include the penalty of the 10-kilometre circle that we're extra doing.
I was kind of assuming if it meant if you'd straight lined it to the finish, that's what it would be. So that's
right, no. It actually computes it.
Oh, wow.
Like it really is intended to fly these kind of courses.
Oh, that's cheating.
We've all got the same computer. It's not cheating. Cheating would be me going, hey, this thermal's being 10 knots up. Everybody speed up really quickly to get here in a hurry.
Meanwhile, going straight line, eking every single inch out.
Have you ever seen people like deliberately speed up and then pull up into a hard bank so it looks like they're in a big climb?
All the time.
They're 50 foot off the ground.
Yeah, it's over here, guys.
You're in some lift at the moment, Ben, so...
Yeah, don't be misled. It isn't 10 knots, I'm telling you.
No, but it's better than what I'm doing.
It's not great, but it's taking me up. That's a bit better.
Isn't this technology amazing?
Yep.
It's a miracle of engineering, this sim, I reckon.
Oh, I reckon. I remember when I first heard about it, and everyone was saying you're going to need a supercomputer to run it, and good bandwidth. It's not bad, even on a mediocre PC.
Yep.
They've really done a great job.
It's only getting better all the time. They just keep improving it.
Yeah.
I've been pretty lucky with my setup as well. It's just coming along, but I've had no real crashes. I've had a few odds and sods, with world updates and or service updates, but for the most part, it's really coped very well.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few hiccups along the way with the sim, but
yeah,
man, once they sort stuff out, it's actually really, really good. Like, for 90% of people, and for it's always pretty much some crap that you've loaded into the sim that the sim's got no control over.
Yep.
That's going to be the cause of a problem, but
yeah, I get
enjoyable.
I get a hang quite often on exit, and I found the easy fix is to copy everything out of the community folder, put it into a spare folder, reboot, go back into the game, out of the game, and then put everything back in again, and it fixes it.
Oh, right.
There's the tip if you start getting that as a problem.
You know what I do? I get a hang every now and again. I do a Control-Alt-Delete.
Yep.
And then I exit out of that, and it comes back to life again. And it's almost like it needs a kick in the bum.
Yeah, when it does do that, when it restarts, it comes up and says, do you want to stay in safe mode or go to normal? And even if I go through normal mode, it still hangs on exit. So for me, I need to do that.
Okay. I guess whatever works,
Yep.
That just shows one of the complexities of the sim for, multiple different people have got multiple different ways of dealing with their specific problem because they're not the same.
Yeah.
It's a pretty complex place. Be hard to be a developer, I think.
Yep.
They're solving a lot of problems. I reckon they go to bed with a headache every night.
It'd hard to be a third-party plane developer or, you know,
Trying to keep up with it.
scenery dev.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right above me. Oh, amazing.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I've nearly got final glide. I'll go around the center point just to keep it interesting
Oh,
for the next turn point.
go on, give us a challenge, Ben.
Oh, I will. Do you want me to- I'll do it
Wow.
inverted.
He's so nice.
Okay.
Isn't he?
Wow, I'm really right up close. Is it Greg Cack?
Yeah, yeah, you're up close.
Yeah, I'm right next to you, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's probably stronger around here. I'll have a fish around and keep my eye on you. And I'll let you know if it gets stronger somewhere.
I'm doing 1.1 at the moment. But I'm going up.
No, there's
I'm going
better than
up,
that. I had
Is there
three.
really?
Yeah, 3.5, 4 is where I left it.
Okay, I'll head over. I can see you guys. I'll head over to you.
Oh, I fell out of the back. It's not over here.
All right, I'm not coming near you then. No, you're still going up.
Yeah, she says
No,
that as
start
she's
it.
in 6 knots. That's not here.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Oh, hang on, what's that motor doing behind you? What?
I got 1.2, but I think there's better somewhere. I can feel it in my water.
I'm just going to go right underneath you. There you go. Oh, wow. We must have passed probably within 100 feet.
Wait till you get into a thermal with another 3 or 4 gliders in real life, Greg, and you're literally sitting across the other side of the thermal staring at each other. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg, if you can see me, I'm off.
Yeah, I got you. You're
Coming
just
straight at me,
behind.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is where it's
Passing.
good.
Right at 12 by 12 o'clock now. That's where you, okay. So that you've got a good lift there.
Well, it's consistent at least. I'm only getting between 1 and 2, but it's...
Okay, I'll tag in behind you. For about 300 feet above me. I'm getting, 1.2.
So that calculation to final glide, that's from the waypoint, not from the center of the waypoint. So, because it's telling me I've got final glide, but I've got to count that I've got to do an extra 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
They give yourself another 1,000 foot.
Right, okay.
Not
Well,
just
you've got to do more than 10 k's.
yeah, I was going to say it's not just 10k's, 10k's in, then 10k's out.
Right, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't want to land short again. I've already done it twice. So. Though it is my constitutional right to continue to repeat my mistakes.
Yeah.
I would like to actually make it today.
Well, it's not often that you can fly a task like this without diverging off task to find lift, and the third and final leg is very much like that you may need to go 15-20 degrees off track to find lift.
How far out from the next turn point are you guys all hanging out?
10
Wonderful
nautical
thermal.
miles.
I've got 30 kilometres to go. Yeah, this lift is just sort of petering out a bit now.
Yeah, me too. I'm down to 0.8 now. Oh, let's pick it up.
It's steady. So, Ben, when you've got a few gliders in the thermal, do you get wake turbulence?
No.
Okay.
It's the thermal turbulence.
Thermal turbulence.
Just a great big blue sky here.
The dreaded blue hole.
Almost looks very tempting to fly onto that next big cloud, doesn't it?
Really big long one.
Yeah. Could that be a gamble worth paying?
Of course, it's a gamble worth taking.
Is it a gamble worth taking? Could be. I don't know about everybody else, but I backed the McCready back to 3.
Have it at 4.
It's still looking very blue out to the right.
It's a long way away too, isn't it?
Yep.
You hit something, Ben?
No.
No, just dolphining. I think it's a gamble I have to take.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to have to go. I mean, I'm 2,000 feet below final glide, so I need some lift. I'm going to have a crack at these clouds.
1,700. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to join you. I'm 1,700 down, so I need to get some lift somewhere. Or I'll be calling the trailer.
Nice thing about flying in country like this is you're not worried about landing. Like, you can land anywhere.
Plenty of options, eh?
Exactly.
Thermal all the way to the ground.
Watching a bloke on YouTube, Stefan, I can't think of his last name.
Stefan Langer.
Yes, yeah, he landed in a cornfield.
Yeah.
Unreal. He didn't even seem to sort of worry. He just thought, oh yeah, I'm just going to land in there. Go to a farmer.
And that's the worst place I would have.
Yeah.
It was very short
Oh,
stubble.
it was, yeah. I think it had just been planted, but it wasn't grown. But
Yeah, I've landed in plenty of wheat stubble paddocks.
it's only rough for a short time, isn't it?
Yeah. That's good at helping you stop your ground roll.
The estimator reckons I'll get there with 2,500 feet, so I might just see if that's true.
Well, that's pretty good. Have you gone around the waypoint?
Yeah, I just went around it now. I'm in the middle of the... Looks like... We go that way. I am heaps higher than I was the last few times I tried this.
Yeah, good.
At this point.
Should feel a bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Some altitude.
I need some lift. You just left that thermal in?
Yep. I'm
Oh,
still
you got some good height out of it.
Yeah, I got enough. I've got final glide.
Mm. You have to go a fair way off the point, don't you?
Yep.
I've just started now. It's good.
Oh, it's tense now.
Airwaves are quiet. Everybody's concentrating. I've lost sight of Ben.
Well, I'm probably 10 k's off to... I don't even know which way you're heading. You're still heading to the waypoint?
Yeah.
I should be out in front of you then. You're 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Unbelievers between us.
All right.
Maybe I've got stealth mode on.
Yeah, you must have.
I can see you, Poundy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I've got everyone inside.
I can see Sneakers and Socks over there, and Skittish Bird 585, but and then Unbeliever and CCAC.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Oh, you're gonna change your server again, Ben. I can see you there.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? I would have thought that if Ben had an issue, he would have dropped off for all of us. Not.
Yeah.
So maybe the issue's mine, but I can see everybody except Ben.
I can see you, Bounty. It's all good.
Yeah, no,
no.
it's all
Strange.
fun. Not that I'm chasing him down or anything.
No, not really.
I still got 16 k's to go to this bloody waypoint.
Ooh, it's going to be close, I've got to say.
I've still got 1,000 feet to get final glide.
I've got 50 k's to the finish.
Yeah.
I've got 62.
Coming up on crossing the World's End Highway.
You know that highway, do you?
No, I can just see it on the map, and it's what a wonderful name.
We've got a suburb in Newcastle called World's End.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually Wall's End, but everyone calls it World's End.
All right.
It's just so much fun. I like the way this sim is kind of like, it's a sandbox where people who can do all sorts of different things, you know, like some people are like spawning in an airliner and clicking buttons and twiddling knobs until it starts.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, I mean, like whatever you're into, you can do it in it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Very versatile. It's amazing.
I do a lot of sightseeing.
Jump in a 152 or something and just cruise, you know. I've actually pulled out my old Mavics charts and stuff and redone them there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is impressive. I went and did a full IFR flight from Sydney to Canberra in a A330 from a cold start, and it will actually go and program in all of the high level waypoints along the way. It is incredibly powerful and realistic.
Actually, I really can't fly the airliners, especially the Airbus ones. So, you know how they got that thing where you set the pitch and it just sort of stays there rather than...
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't get my head around it. I always end up just driving them into the runway when I...
Yeah, you got to set up the Madoo and then it'll fly for you. But that's the hardest thing, setting up the flight computer. Once you get all the parameters in, the A320, honestly, I reckon I could fly a real one.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's only when shit goes wrong, then you never know what to do.
That's exactly right. Like gliding, right? Gliding's easy until it isn't.
Yeah.
I kind of like taking the little GA planes and just going sightseeing, a bit of aeros, you know, and just hooning around the trees. I like that kind of thing.
You know, pull out the old charts and do some navexes and you can look at the ground, look at the chart, look at the ground, look at the chart. And that's old school, but it's a lot of fun.
There is a lot of learnings you can take from this simulator, even from a gliding perspective. Something I do when I'm flying normally, I'm flying around and I'll look at paddocks and I will go, I could land in that one, I wouldn't land in that one, I'd land in that one. And the graphics is... It's good enough in this.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Even when you're flying, you know, something with an engine, you're always looking for somewhere to safely go if something happens. It's always in the back end. I've still got 410 feet to final glide. I'm not making much headroom here.
Going up, but not very fast.
No.
What McCready have you got set?
We go to 2 and see what happens.
What does it change when you change that? Is it just the way the vario works, like how fast?
You go lower. You go lower, and it actually now I've got 830 feet to final glide, so I can do it. So I think I'm just going to go and do it.
Yeah.
That's on a McCready setting. So it's 109 knots, so it tells you speed that you should be going, and it gives you how much altitude you should have when you arrive.
Oh.
So I've got plenty now. So that's a McCready setting of 2.
Yeah. So that what that means is you can't fly as fast.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's
you'll get
right.
there with those parameters. So
Yeah,
Big
but
right,
you
I
don't-
109 knots was pretty good.
109 knots.
Oh, that's what it says, yeah.
Jesus.
I've got 960 feet positive, 109 knots. I'm doing 85.
We need to start cranking the yeah, with McCready of 4, that gives me a speed of 80 knots. I can get there with 300-400 to burn. We'll keep that up the sleeve for the moment.
If I put mine on 4, I'm getting minus 220 at 125 knots.
Wow. Yeah, you guys
So I'm
should
not going to make it. So I've got to do
one less.
I've got to do at least 2.5, and I can do it. I'll get in there at 500 feet, so that's not bad.
Yeah, and then when
That's
you start
116 knots.
Yeah, when you start getting closer, then just start cranking the speed up over the last 15 Ks until that says like 100 feet.
Yep.
Just so you're leaving a little in reserve.
Yeah, you just got to keep on your. You just got to watch your height on the display. Make sure it's positive.
Yep.
At Gawler, and adjust your speed accordingly. Well, it says 116. I'm actually doing 95, 100. That's not bad.
I think Neva and I are going to have a wingtip to wingtip finish. What speed you sitting on, Neva?
88 at the moment.
Ooh, okay.
How far you got to finish?
31 kilometres.
Yeah, I'm 30.9, so we're identical distance.
Yeah.
Reckons I'm going to get there at 1,800 feet.
Well, you put the nose down.
Yeah, but
push it?
I kept landing short.
No,
I
you
just want
won't.
to get
You
there.
won't let you won't let short. Push the nose down until it says 500. Or
You
put your McCready up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna make it.
Like 30 Ks to go, I'm sitting on 100 knots, and it's giving me an arrival of 280 feet above. So you should be able to do at least 100 knots, 120 knots.
I'm at 4,000 feet, pretty much. Oh, so are you. I'm just looking at you.
Yeah. So if I can sit on 100 knots and get there, you can sit on 120, 130 knots.
Yep. And overtake.
Rip the stickers off as you come past.
You should win this, Neva. Easy.
Oh, yeah. Famous last words, that one. Yeah, just go faster.
Just go
You'll
faster.
win.
Just go faster. Mind you, you did
Yeah,
start a few
push
minutes
it.
in front of me. Just saying.
And you're in this.
Oh, now the excuses.
We're not racing, but we're racing, right?
Yeah. What do they say? You got to either come home with a trophy or an excuse.
That's it.
That's a good one.
You know, in real life, height gives you options, but in the simulator, it doesn't really matter.
I did start before you, Ben, but I also went all the way around the first turn point.
But you do have a flapped glider.
Yeah, okay. I think it's fair.
All right, let's just make it a drag race to the finish line then. You're on.
These sneakers and socks, they're not with us, are they?
They've been following us around, though.
They look like it, don't they?
Yeah, they've come around the course.
They're about the same height as you guys.
Spectators.
They might be listening on Twitch.
PC12. Oh no, that's Skittish Bird. I think they're both in PC12s actually.
One's in a Cessna 152. What's an L19? Oh, that's a jet thing, isn't it?
It's a jet, yeah.
The Albatross, is it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I do.
nice plane. It's a Czechoslovakian trainer, I think.
inside 20 to go. How far off are you, Neva?
20.3.
That's close.
It is close.
I just kind of can't wrap my head around how well these things glide.
A lot better gliders than I've ever flown in.
I like the 808 with the autopilot.
You and your autopilot.
We've got a Discus 2B at Warkworth. That thing is beautiful to fly.
What's the difference between the B and the C?
The C's newer, I think.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Still a beautiful ship to look at. It's got winglets. It just adds extra sex appeal.
Quite a duo discus.
Yeah, the duo's awesome. We've got a duo at the club as well.
Oh, nice.
You have to come out for a fly one day, Neva.
Oh man, that would be fabulous.
We should all do it.
We should.
It's not. Yeah, we should meet up there and go for a
Yeah.
round.
That's a good idea.
Oh, final glide through
Next
Real
terrain.
life is different to simulation.
Next Tuesday night at 7:30.
Don't you love that? I've got it pinned and now it's come up saying final glide is through terrain.
Is there a hill before the?
There's a gentle
Oh yeah,
hill.
you're in front of me. I see you now.
There is a hill. Just need a little bit of lift.
Basically over the airport, is that right?
It's almost. It's just to the north of the airport.
Great run into the airport.
Yep.
This is where I landed on my first attempt.
Nice. One of the things
It's all
that
the encouragement.
exactly, you're doing really well.
Yeah.
There's an add-on for power lines and power poles and all of those things. And I don't know if you guys see it or not, but coming in over the finish line here, there's all of the power lines and the high tension lines.
Oh,
Looks so good.
I'll have to download that.
Yeah.
Do they hurt when you run into them?
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure
because
they
these
will.
ones you can't run into them.
I don't think they can.
So, Brett, how far you got to go to run?
5k to the finish.
Okay, yeah. Neva?
9.1.
I've got one.
I'm
Dropped
just going
off
to
a
speed
little
up
bit.
now. Yeah,
Okay. County, what you got?
I am 38.
Oh, okay, geez, I'm 33, so I'm going to move it. What's your airspeed?
I'm only doing 102.
Okay, it's about the same, so let's see what happens here.
when's a good time to let the ballast go? How long have you got to wait for it?
When you cross the finish line,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
if you're racing, you don't want to drop it beforehand. All right, I'm coming down the main street.
Dumping ballast.
I should do.
If you get your gear, mate.
Yeah.
All across the line. The
You're
houses,
dropping airspeed, eh?
the,
Oh,
hou-
amazing.
the houses look fantastic. It is so lifelike. Task
What's
done.
your sim setting? Is that on high?
Yeah. Yeah, the houses all look perfectly modelled. It's interesting, all of the township is modelled perfectly. The airport is still flat. I can even pick out the cars down in the junkyard down here.
I'm getting heaps
Wow.
of stutters now. It's a really bad stutter fest, which is no fun. Don't crash just before I finish, computer.
Please.
Task complete.
Task
Well
complete.
done.
Take a screenshot, quick.
Whee!
Well done.
Oh man. Take a photo. Oh, I missed it. It was 126 or something. 125.
The task button on the bottom. And
Oh, yeah.
Pull the whole thing up again for you.
Yeah.
126.42.
Well
Oh
done.
man, this is a stutter fest.
Excellent.
Yeah, I just had a couple of stutters as well. Put it on the deck.
I'm trying to get rid of this ballast. Alright, we got gear, flaps, gin and tonic. So I suppose L is for landing. That's
Yep.
my guess. There's a wind go again.
Well, let's go and park next to him. I'm okay with that. Nose to nose with that thing. Right, how did we go? Task.
Where'd you land, Ben? Oh, you're just in the middle there.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
next to one of these Beechcraft or twin engine something's other. An hour and
Oh,
19.
come in.
Hour 19:57, Poundy. There's your marker.
Okay.
I'm not going to get anywhere near that. What have I got? 18 to run.
21.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that's fun. Thanks, Glenn. Ben. Oh, man.
That's okay. That was good. Good task. Bit of thermal action for something different.
Take photo.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at for it. Same.
No, is the headset's voice controlled? So I have to say that to get a screenshot.
Take photo. Take photo.
Everybody, take photo. 170 feet to final glide. The final.
Bring it
I
down.
don't know.
Bring it down the freeway, mate. Down the highway out of town.
Yeah, I'm coming right down the highway. 12 to go. 1,800 feet. It's going to be close.
Now, those landing flaps really do look like landing flaps.
I'm at the 10.
You've just reached 10, have you?
Yep.
Okay. I'm 2 in front of you. It's going to be close, Ben. County?
Yeah.
Flying out in the chase drone. Oops, what did I do there?
Just feels low.
Yeah, you are low.
No.
More importantly.
770,
Finish.
760.
Well done, Greg.
Are you going to finish?
133.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Hey, Brett,
133.19.
have you got the latest AS33?
Yep.
Because at the moment, you've got a propeller. How bizarre.
Well, I have got a propeller, but I'm not using it. I've got the one of the latest liveries. Task complete.
Ah, that might be what it is then.
It was the one that they added for I don't know. It was one that was added at the end. It's the last one on the list.
Okay.
I don't.
Maybe I don't have that then.
Am I parked next to you, Ben?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at a Bonanza on one wheel. I wasn't sure if it's because
okay. Hey, and there was a twin engine thing there in front of me that's gone. So when you pulled up, was there another aircraft in front of me?
No, but in VR, I kind of have the static traffic turned down a bit because it's a bit hard for my poor computer.
Okay. Oh, there's ground crew here.
Have they got gold beers?
Yeah.
Gonna do a circuit, Greg, or are you just going straight
I'm too low, mate.
in?
I've got to land this bastard.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Can I make it over that fence? Oh,
Yeah, I better put some flaps, some air brakes out.
I can see water coming out. That's
Yeah,
great.
I'm still dumping.
Oh, nice one.
All over the runway, sorry. Yeah, I'll put my engine on and motor over to you.
Oilers ballast warning.
Ooh. So what was the time, Brett?
In the flare, can't press a button. Task 1:25:24.
Ooh, well done.
Excellent.
Mm, 1 minute 20 faster than me.
I'll take that as an achievement.
Oh, I'm stoked. I'm amazed I made it.
Yeah, you're not out in a paddock.
Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. Thank you. That was good.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you for the stream.
Great fun.
Everybody following along at home, because I know there's my mum and my grandma watching from home. That's probably about it. See you guys next Tuesday for the mountains of Italy. Should be fun and fast.